Hello again, my friends. Today I'm about to muck about a little bit. No, I'm about to start putting my new frame together for a new bike, aka Dyno Queen, and it will contain the Overkill Kawasaki engine and the Kart engine, yes. So what I've been doing is I've been making a new swing arm bolt, and I've been tacking together some welds so I can cut in some video bits from that. And what I'm about to do now is to shim the swing arm in the... Man, someone thinking of me. My mom always said that when your nose is itchy, someone is thinking about you, well, or talking about you, or whatever. Old tale. So I'll start mucking about with this. I'll set up the camera and you'll see a little bit, and then I'll cut in some footage from welding it. I haven't fully welded it. I just tack welded it, and decided the forks angularity, and what more. Oh, I received the bearings for the Kawasaki Overkill engine, so I will start assemble that one, but not in this video. I'll take that maybe in a small update tomorrow, or make it a update some coming day. But today we'll frame in this episode with some framework. Yeah, let's go from here. So, I thought I'd show you. Oops. I made, this one's not used anymore. I made a new swing arm bolt, a little bit larger, so I reamed and broached up the bushings in the swing arm. I don't know if it's needed, but it was the... I made this from what do you call it, grinded shaft, so there was very good fitment. So I'll use that, and now I'll shim in the width of the frame so I can cut this one off. I don't need this one. I'll change it for some foot stands right about somewhere here later on. This is for the foot stands, foot pegs, original on this frame, and I won't use them. So now I'm about to shim in the width of the frame. No, yes. Let's see. I'll just put one washer on each side. Right here. Just to get some space. And later on I will change these ones, the brackets for the swing arm, to more sturdy ones, and box them or make from a thick sheet metal. And I will drill a couple of more holes so I can adjust the swing arm angle to adjust the squat, anti-squat or squat, or what it's called. Yeah, I can push that button. And wash it like that. And let's get this shaft through the whole way. There it is. It's very good fitment. And I want a washer on each side and outside now, as I'm going to simulate that I got a sturdier, thicker, I said it just recently, a thicker brackets for the swing arm. I'll put one over there, maybe it's two, no, I'll put one right there first. It's very fine threaded. Now I can get this shaft right there, right there. This later on decides where to put the engine. And I have almost decided to not be running the wheels I've got. Maybe I'll just buy some used Duke wheels because they are easier to fit on the rear swing arm, and as the fork is for a Duke also. And the brakes will fit, it will be just bolting it together. And now let's see. I can't, I'll simulate a lot thicker, like 6 millimeters. And I need to put one more washer on the other side. Very fine thread. Millimeter 14 times 1 in thread increments. I don't know, is it possible to, maybe I need some more washers. May actually might have made the shaft a little bit long, but that's good. The longer, the thicker, the thicker I can use. Yeah, I can put on some more washers. I'll build with, I got some washers that's a lot thinner here also. So I'll build a little bit. And I can adjust the length of the bolt later on also. I'll take 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and 3 on this side. Oops. It's just, as I'm from Europe, I'm not talking in imperial measurements, but the play between the shaft and the bushings now is 100 of a millimeter. But the bushings are sliding in the swing arm, not on the shaft. So therefore I could make it quite tight. So I get some tools to torque it together a little bit. Back here, oh, very wrong. I can measure, so I don't need to go 14 times. This is 18 maybe. Yes, 18. I brought 14, it's just very wrong. Now I'm back. 18. And when having this one bolted together, I can cut away the other one and replace with the KX engine will actually fit onto this shaft with some distances. But the go-kart engine will need to build some cradle underneath here. The KX engine will fit on this one, and then a bracket in front right here. But the kart engine will need to have a couple of shafts down here. And I'm still waiting for the cylinder for the kart engine, but it should pop up very soon. This one should slide, yes, as planned. Maybe I need to shim it a little bit more. Or grind a little bit in the swing arm. It's hitting inside here, but no problem. It's just rubbing. So maybe it's rubbing. Let's see. This is not the shock that I will use, but it's the length of the shocks I might be using. And I'm missing some bushings, so I'll mount this upside down as for now. Not mount, just mock it up. And I don't know where it should end up. I need to test that. The swing arm is located higher up now than the fork, so I need to move everything forward. And did I tell you, I used this contraption earlier, sucking the camera onto this and put it, where I needed to put it. This is a stand, like this. And the other day I had it sanding up on the dyno, and the suction cup actually broke the screen on the camera, my phone. And the phone fell into the dyno, and the screen is just a mess. So in future videos I will need to either buy a new camera or send this one in for reparation. And I got spare cameras, but they won't be using as much quality. But bear with me, it will be good again. However, I need to move it forward a little bit. Yes, no problem. I actually saw that happening before I did it, but I thought, just F it and do it anyway. There, and now the swing arm is right down there. Now I need to build up this contraption again. Will not have a big handle on the inside. Right there and right there. Why doesn't it? That's why. The shock was not doing what it was supposed to do. I figure this should be about the angle it should be. Now the swing arm bolt is the same distance from this one as front. Well, not on the millimeter, but very close. And I need to build a temporary bracket for testing out where the shocks should be. I need to figure that out, how to design it and not ruin the swing arm too much. But now we can see I got a lot of suspension travel. It's good enough. I calculated between the pipe right here and the rear wheel. I will use swing arm extensions, 100 millimeters also. I got 134 millimeters of wheel travel, and that's good enough. I will probably just use 50 millimeters of that. Yes, that's where I am at the moment with this. I need to make some temporary brackets for the shock absorbers. I don't want to ruin the swing arm just yet, so I'll build something from this. This is the original shock mount for KTM shock, as they got single shock, monoshock. I will probably use dual shocks or make some contraptions using a shock underneath. I haven't really decided yet. This is the easy way. And if I decide to do this, I will weld some bungs and make some. It's actually quite thick. Whatever I will do, I'll make some brackets for the shocks, and probably maybe make them adjustable. I like adjustability. So that's where I'm with this, and I will pause you off for a while, or you can look at me and grind this one off, because now the width is set. Well, yes, it's set, and I can take this one off. I had this to set the width earlier, and it just, yeah, it's not good. So I need to make room for me to cut this, or just first cut it temporary and then cut it clean later on. I think I'll do that. Ever since I bought this Makita grinder, I never used my 230 volt grinder. It's easier to use this, even though it haven't got the power as a real power cutter. But the simplicity of no cables and such makes it easier to use this one. Oh, I need glasses. This time I'll use glasses. Glasses makes a man look smart, they say. This will just spray hot metal. Advice from the pro: these ones, tuck them in when they're hanging close to the grinding wheel. Because ask me how I know. It actually just says BAM! And it pulls it out of the sweater, if you're lucky. It can also make some, what do you call it, scratch marks. It was not easy to cut. This contraption it's standing on was in the way. So I'll put it to the side. Cut it, take this one away, I'll find something else. Resisted me. Not resisted me. It made some. This is the wrong side for you to view, but it will sit right there, but in center, lower. see if I can get some contraption to this to rest. It wants to fall. Make anything like that. Good enough. Everything's good enough for me. Almost every time. So I think it will be right about there. Right about there somewhere. And now I can measure, as this is a standard carter. The other one I got the balance shaft and the engine mount. So I can measure, not to get the final set point, but I can measure from center of the crankshaft to center of the mounting. I figure I would place a pipe right over here somewhere to use the brackets to set the engine into. In the area of 136 millimeters from center of the crank is where my new front mount is located. I'm not using this one as I got the balance shaft. So 136 millimeters and like 3 centimeters down. And I know this is angled a little bit downwards, but 136 I will be about where my finger is now. Yeah, that probably won't work. About there. Need to cut the pipe and tack weld it. And then I can make some more bushings. No, some more measurements. So, as I said, it will come down 3 centimeters and probably the same in front also. And as the cradle for the kart engine will need something in the bottom. I can actually also use, there's a bottom engine mount also. I can make use of the same ones for the kart engine, maybe. Maybe, I can't promise yet. I'm building it for the kart engine, but I'm fitting it for the KX engine. Yeah, no problem. So it is what it is. I'll mock it up. So I need to cut the pipe right here, and it should be about 205 millimeters long, and then some notching into it. I'll pause. I don't know if I got any pipe. I might go by 205. I cut one fast, see if this one is actually somewhere in the neighborhood. It actually seems to be quite good. It's a little bit long though, but I'll grind some from it. This one's larger. I was tangled up by cables. That one right there. And where's my gun? I'll stick to my gun. What's this force used? It isn't much at all. I need more power. Let's put it to 5. Test weld a little bit. Good enough. Save it to squeeze on. Straight and doesn't look straight, but measuring straight. So I got some, but it isn't that important though. This one, and right here, it looks more straight. Maybe it differs in height, thereby the distance is fluctuating. Shouldn't be differing in height. Whatever. I'll tack it right there. I just put a tack and final weld when I'm happy. This one made a disaster, but I will strengthen it. So, and from this I will build. I can go get the engine with one of the carters though, but I won't put them on the shaft because it's a hassle right now. So I get some rough measuring where it should be. Take the carter that's left of the right side. No. Let's take the carter that's left from the right side. No. Let's take the right carter that's left. No. Let's take the right carter. And right here, but 3 centimeters down. And yeah. But further backwards. This is the height, and then further backwards. I will make some brackets up against this one. But I won't make them finalized just yet. I'll just make them. And then when I got the spacing of where the chain is about to be located, I can place the engine sideward where I need it to be. Now you can see the difference. Almost. You can see how much shorter this one is. It's because there's no balance shaft and no front. I can put them together. Yeah, you can see how modified it is. So I'll start prepare for mounting this tomorrow. And I'll cut off the video right here